book of Isaiah, chapter 26 and verse 3. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachah Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. And Shalom to the 144,000. It's the brother Amawan Pada from the GMS Denver camp. Come at you with another lesson. It's going to be, on this verse of the day right here. All right. And one of the brothers sent this to the chat. Okay. And, I bring this one out a lot. So it's a spirit, you know what I'm saying? And, man, the Lord going to keep us in the right mind state in the times of trouble that we're coming into. As long as we keep our mind focused on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. And the victory. Because, we talk about all the trouble and tribulation that's coming. But guess what? How we going to get through that? All the mental anguish and different mental hurdles we got to go through. We're going to get through it because we're going to have our mind focused on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And this word, man. This is why it's so important to stay in the word. To stay rooted and grounded in this truth. All right. Your viewpoint of the world should be focused through the lenses of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. We see the end goal, man. The victory has been promised unto us. And once we understand that and keep that in our mind, when we're going through different things, it'll balance us out, man. All right. Because we're going to experience tribulation. But this is a mental, spiritual battle that we're engaged in, man. It's a battle in every sense of the word. And it's intensifying. Okay? But keep your focus on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Keep your eyes on the Lord. Keep your eyes on the prophecies, man. Keep your mind focused on the victory that's written. That's coming for us, man. Those who endure until the end. All right? You see? Because I'm going through some shit right now. As we all are. In our different, forms of tribulation. But guess what? We all got one thing in common. We go to the Lord, man. When we encounter different situations in life that test us, when Satan starts to get active in our lives, man, bothering us through different family members or situations that you deal with in the world, revert back to the scriptures, man. That's the key. Let's get this in the NLT real quick. All right, here's that same verse right here, Isaiah 26 and verse 3 in the NLT, the New Living Translation. And it says, you will keep him in perfect peace, all who trust in you, all whose thoughts are fixed on you. That's right, man. We got all this chaos going on around us, trying to distract us and get us off the path, try to discourage us. All right. We got to remain focused on the scriptures, man, what the Lord has said. And we can't lean into our own understanding. Let's get that precept real quick, man. It's all about putting your faith in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and knowing that the victory is inevitable, man, when we put our faith in the Lord, man, over any situation in our lives. Hey, real quick, before I get that Proverbs 3 and verse 5, I want to go into the Salakia, the blue letter. All right, this is in the KJV, and I want to get the word for trust right here. All right, or he trusteth. Here it is in the Hebrew.
Strong's H982. Batach.
That's right, batach. And it says to trust in, to have confidence, to be confident, be bold, be secure. That's right, man. When you trust in the Lord, you're going to be mentally secure at the end of the day. Yeah, we battle different things, man. We're fighting these demonic forces that come up against us that try to plague our minds. All right, these different situations that are meant to try to break us. But guess what, man? We revert back to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai in these scriptures. We focus on him. All right? And that makes us secure mentally and spiritually in times of chaos and turmoil. While everybody else is going to be losing their damn mind. All right? We're going to be stable, man, in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, because we're going to trust in him. It says to feel safe, to be careless. That's right, man. You start feeling anxious and you start to get anxiety about certain things in your life, or you're starting to get, vexed, upset, revert back to the scriptures, man. I'm telling you, the Lord is the true comforter. All right? In the worst of situations. And here it is, another heavy hitter, man. Wisdom from the book of Proverbs right here. Proverbs 3 and verse 5. It says, trust in the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, with all thine heart. All right? And lean not unto thine own understanding. Meaning, don't try to reason with your own carnal emotions and whatnot, man. We cannot be emotional. I said that in my last lesson. We're going to have family members coming up against us. We're going to have different situations arising in our lives to test us, to try us. We got to revert back to the scriptures, man, and not lean on our own understanding. The things we were taught in this world, how to be emotional and reactive. That's what this world teaches you, man. We go straight to the scriptures, man. What should I do? How should I handle this situation? How did the righteous men of old act in situations that were similar to this that I'm in? You know what I'm saying? Things are written aforetime for our learning. All right? You can't use the same mindset that you had when you were in the world. All right? We got to trust in what's written. The Lord said, do this in this situation. All right, well, I'm going to do that. Give a fuck how I feel about it, man. They ain't nothing but Satan. I'm going to do what the Lord said to do. All right? In this particular incident. You see? And trust in him, man. Trust that he's leading you the right way, because everything the Lord gave us is faithful and true, man. All right? You see? Next verse 6, it says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. That's right, man. In all thy ways acknowledge the Lord, man. Okay, you find yourself in a predicament, you're unsure, pray. That's a form of you acknowledging Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You're going to him for answers, man. You're not just jumping out there going off your emotions, man. That'll get your ass killed in these last days. All right, it's deadly serious. We need the Lord to guide and direct us. Just like a man would direct his woman. All right, we need the Lord Yahweh Shai to direct our paths, man. We ain't got it. We don't got this thing figured out without Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. All right. So in every thought, acknowledge the Lord, man. He's going to direct you in the right paths. All right. And he comes in the volume of the book as well. And, I want to bring something out, man. The elder apostles, man, they mentioned something in their live stream they did recently, this past weekend. And they were going in on how we're like in an insane asylum. All right. This world that we currently live in is insane, man. And it's clearly evident in these last days. People are out of their damn minds. All right. People are bugged out in this society. And we got to keep ourselves from being bugged out too. All right. And he was talking about a movie. I can't remember the name of the movie that he mentioned, but he mentioned some character in the movie, an old movie where he was pretty much in an insane asylum around a bunch of crazy people. And the battle was to keep his mind sane and not succumb to that shit. All right. That's how it is with us in this world. And what keeps us stable? Us not leaning into our own understanding. Us leaning on the understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Partaking in these living waters. All right. Keeps our spirit intact. Let's get that real quick. I got a precept that goes right along with that. So I actually had the video pulled up right here. All right. And I found the section in which the apostle was talking about this. So, hey, call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. I found it, But check this out. He was actually talking about a man named Eustace Mullins, who's he had a mentor who was actually in a crazy house at one point in time. And he gave him some sound advice. Let's go ahead and play this real quick. The elder apostle Tahar goes into it.
Guy that's stark raving mad, a lunatic, complete lunatic. You want to sit down and have a conversation with him? No. These people that teach this Christianity stuff, plantation Christianity, Stockholm syndrome, they're crazy people. Now there's a video that when I used to do my walk with Eustace Mullins. I think he was a guest on Alex Jones, but he guessed on some show, and he was going into how he met, what's this guy? The guy that's his mentor.
Ezra Pound.
Ezra Pound. And he said Ezra Pound was in the crazy house. I forget, it was in D.C. And he knew him, and he said, because Eustace Mullins wanted to be a writer, wanted to write fiction. He said no. He said go into the government, go into the conspiracy. So he got him into it, and they became good friends. They hit it off fine, right? So he would go and visit him in the crazy house. So they'd be sitting down talking to each other, and you had crazy person around you muttering stuff and acting crazy. And he said I learned more. He said I learned more in a couple of months in that crazy house than I did in 8 years of college.
Shit.
You know?
That reminds me of the movie.
He said you just had to block them out of your mind. He said they were muttering, they were looking at you crazy.
Reminds me.
All right, so yeah, there you go. That's the point right there. He said he got through because he had to block him out of his mind. All right, he had to block the crazies out of his mind. That's how he got through that time at the crazy house, you know? And we're placed in the crazy house, man. We have to block these bugged out people, you know, we have to block them out of our mind. They try to discourage us, to come up against the doctrine, they come up to the camps talking that shit. We preach this word and we stick to the word, man. Focused on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's how you block out all the crazy shit and the distractions, all right, of this world. You block them out by focusing on Yahweh Shem Yahushua and the prophecies, all right? Point blank period, man. That's how you win this mental, spiritual battle. It's through Yahweh Shai. That's the only way out of this thing, man. Because we got forces that are up against us trying to get us out of this truth. We got to block them out, man. We got to rebuke those demons, all right, that come up against us. These different naysayers and scoffers and mockers, your family members, your woman, or whatever it may be. Our main goal is focusing on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the victory that's promised to those who endure to the end. And when Yahweh shall return, He's going to put an end to this madhouse, man. So we get ready to wrap it up with this right here. I got to head out. This is Psalms chapter 1, starting at verse 1. It says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. All right, these bugged out ass people out here, man, they're wicked. The majority of people out here are wicked. If they're not coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they're off, man. Point blank, period. And we're not walking in the counsel of this world, man, of the ungodly. All right. It says, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. All right. But his delight is in the law of the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, and is in the law, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Our mind is always on these scriptures, even when we out and about, while we at the job, at the laundromat, wherever you at, man. We thinking about these scriptures, man, keeping our mind stable. All right, we're not being tossed around with every wind of doctrine, as the scriptures say. These people out here of the world, they're listening to any and everything that they're told, man. You get people believing in aliens and all kind of weird, bugged out philosophies, man. Believing in all kind of weird religions and whatnot, man. And they're losing their damn minds because none of that shit makes sense. The only thing that makes sense is this word right here that we speak. The words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right, because it goes on to say in verse 3, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, like these living waters, man, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. That's right, because this word is faithful and true. The living waters, and we're likened unto trees planted next to the water, man. We're going to flourish as long as we stay planted in this word, man. All right? Staying spiritually nurtured, man, by staying in this word, reading, meditating on it, praying. All right? This word is our life. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is our life. Anything outside of that is death, man. All right? So if you want to stay mentally stable in these times, stay in this word, man. Stay in the word, the living waters. Okay? So yeah, man, that's the point on that one, man. You know, just want to do a quick lesson, okay, through the spirit about how we got to stay planted and rooted, man, in this faith, in this truth. That's what's going to keep us able to endure until the end. All right. We are in a crazy society, man. And just go online, man. Go on WorldStar. Just look at the news. You see how people are losing their damn shit. Excuse my language. We can't be like them. All right. We can't be like that. Yahweh Shai is going to keep us stable as long as we're focused and trusting in him. So with that being said, man, whatever you're going through, lean on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and recall these scriptures, man. We win as long as we hold on to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and his word. So I'm going to end it right there. I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Racha Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And Kwam Yasharala in the Bible Ball. Shalom to the elect. Shabbat Shalom.